At first glance, the idea of cheating death sounds like pure science fiction, but in the strange world of quantum mechanics, there exists a thought experiment so unsettling, so provocative, that it challenges not just our understanding of physics, but of life, death, and consciousness itself. This is the quantum suicide paradox, a mind-bending scenario that arises from quantum theory's most puzzling interpretation, the many worlds interpretation. It raises a haunting question. Could quantum mechanics allow an observer to survive every lethal event from their own point of view forever? Let's take a step back. In quantum mechanics, particles don't have fixed states until they're measured. Instead, they exist in superpositions, being in multiple states at once. A famous example is Schrödinger's cat, sealed in a box, both alive and dead until observed. That paradox, while disturbing, is just a metaphor. But the quantum suicide thought experiment takes it one terrifying step further. Imagine this: a scientist builds a machine connected to a quantum event, say the spin of a single particle. If the spin is up, the machine does nothing. If the spin is down, it triggers a gun that instantly ends the scientist's life. The twist: quantum mechanics says the spin is in a superposition, both up and down, until observed. So each time the experiment runs, there are two possible outcomes. In one branch of the multiverse, the scientist lives. In another, the scientist dies. According to the many worlds interpretation, both outcomes happen, but in separate, non-communicating universes. The observer experiences only one outcome: survival. So from their own perspective, every time the experiment is repeated, they always live. The odds of death? 0. Subjectively, they continue to wake up again and again in the branch where they survive. Everyone else may see them die, but their own consciousness, if tied to one continuous line of survival, experiences quantum immortality. Sound unsettling? It is. The quantum suicide paradox challenges our most basic intuition that probability governs survival, that one day, like everyone else, we will die. But what if death is only experienced by others and your own awareness always drifts to the surviving branch? Could that mean you are, from your own viewpoint, effectively immortal? You might ask, but isn't this just a philosophical trick? Yes and no. The paradox arises directly from the logic of quantum mechanics, especially if you take the many worlds interpretation seriously, and increasingly many physicists do. MWI isn't just a fringe idea, it's a mathematically consistent interpretation that avoids the so-called collapse of the wave function. In this view, every quantum decision creates new realities, branching out endlessly. Of course, the paradox depends on assumptions. It assumes consciousness follows a continuous thread, that your awareness chooses to persist only in surviving branches, but this leads to disturbing possibilities. Could a person survive every accident, every illness, every fatal event, subjectively, only to end up in an increasingly improbable universe where they are still alive, no matter the cost? There's no experimental way to test this paradox for obvious reasons. It's also not a suggestion that one should tempt fate, because in every other branch of the multiverse, the observer does die, their family mourns, their world continues without them. The quantum suicide paradox isn't a promise of immortality, it's a mirror held up to the strangeness of quantum theory and to our assumptions about identity, death, and the nature of experience. So, can quantum mechanics really create a world where you never die? From your own perspective, maybe. But whether that means you live forever or just long enough to ponder this question in a very strange universe remains one of the most haunting mysteries in physics. And perhaps that's the true core of the paradox. The universe might be stranger than death itself, and the quantum theory might be holding open doors we were never meant to understand. The quantum suicide paradox is a thought experiment derived from quantum mechanics that suggests an observer might subjectively avoid death by branching into a surviving universe. It builds on the counterintuitive predictions of the many worlds interpretation, where every quantum event results in a branching of outcomes. It raises the possibility that from the first-person perspective, one could experience survival even when probability indicates otherwise. The paradox challenges our conventional understanding of life, death, and probability by linking quantum phenomena with subjective experience. In a quantum suicide experiment, a theoretical observer engages in a repeated measurement that has a fatal outcome in some branches. yet subjectively the observer always finds themselves in the branch where they survive. It's like repeatedly flipping a coin that sometimes results in a game over for everyone, but if you were the only one experiencing the flips, you'd always seem to land on the winning side. The paradox centers on the idea that, while an external observer would see an equal probability of life and death in a quantum experiment, the person undergoing the experiment would always experience survival. This discrepancy arises because, according to the many worlds interpretation, each quantum measurement causes the universe to split into branches where all possible outcomes occur. However, the subjective experience is limited to one branch, which in the case of quantum suicide would be the branch in which the observer continues to live. This leads to a controversial debate about whether one can assign a meaningful survival probability to a conscious observer in a quantum mechanical context. When a device linked to a quantum event determines whether a lethal mechanism is activated, the person subject to the experiment would only be aware of the outcomes in which they remain alive, despite the 50/50 chance from an external perspective. It's like a computer running a simulation where multiple outcomes occur simultaneously, but an internal log file only records the scenario in which the program continues to run. The many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics provides the theoretical basis for the quantum suicide paradox by postulating that every quantum event spawns multiple, equally real branches of the universe. In this framework, all potential outcomes of a quantum measurement occur, but each outcome is experienced by a different branch of the observer's consciousness. Proponents argue that this means an observer might never experience death, as there is always a branch where survival continues. However, this interpretation is highly debated and remains one of the most controversial aspects of quantum theory. In the context of the quantum suicide experiment, while an external observer might note a 50% mortality rate, each instance of the experiment experienced by the subject only ever results in survival due to branching, aligning with many worlds. It's like having a multi-track recording where each track represents a different outcome, but if you listen to only one track, it always plays the same survival melody. From the perspective of the individual involved in the experiment, the subjective probability of survival appears to be 100%, even if statistically there is a 50% chance of death. This subjective certainty stems from the fact that one can only ever experience one branch of the universe, specifically the branch where one remains alive. Such reasoning challenges conventional notions of probability because it suggests that personal experience is immune to statistical averages calculated by external observers. A subject undergoing repeated quantum experiments may report an unbroken record of survival, despite statistical models predicting otherwise, leading them to claim that they are destined never to experience death. It's like someone taking multiple lottery draws and, from their perspective, always winning, while an outsider knows that, on average, the chance of winning remains low. The quantum suicide paradox raises significant ethical and philosophical questions about the nature of consciousness, personal identity, and the value of life. If an individual could, in principle, experience perpetual survival, it challenges our understanding of mortality and what it means to be alive. Moreover, it blurs the distinction between subjective experience and objective reality, raising questions about the ethical implications of experimenting with human life in quantum contexts. The debate also touches on whether the notion of survival in quantum mechanics is merely a theoretical curiosity or has real-world significance for our understanding of existence. The thought experiment has sparked debates in academic circles about whether it is morally acceptable to consider experiments that risk human life, even if theoretically the subject never experiences death. It's like contemplating a scenario where a person always perceives themselves as invincible, which challenges the societal and ethical frameworks built around the inevitability of death. Critics of the quantum suicide paradox argue that it conflates subjective experience with objective measurement, and that the concept of avoiding death is a misinterpretation of quantum mechanics. They contend that while the many worlds interpretation might allow for all outcomes, it does not imply that an individual's consciousness can choose to exist only in the survival branch. Additionally, the paradox is criticized for relying on unverifiable assumptions about the nature of consciousness and its relationship to quantum events. This theoretical challenge remains a hotbed of debate, highlighting the limits of our current understanding of quantum theory and subjective experience. Some physicists maintain that the absence of any empirical evidence for subjective survival in quantum suicide experiments undermines the validity of the paradox. It's like arguing that because a magician's trick seems to defy logic, the audience's experience must reveal a hidden reality, even though the trick remains unexplainable by normal standards. The paradox has profound implications for the philosophy of mind, particularly regarding the nature of consciousness and the possibility of its persistence across different branches of the universe. It challenges the conventional view that consciousness is a single continuous experience, instead suggesting that it might be distributed across multiple quantum outcomes. This idea forces a re-examination of what it means to be self-aware and whether consciousness can be regarded as a byproduct of quantum processes. Ultimately, the debate extends into questions of free will, identity, and the ultimate fate of the self. Philosophers and neuroscientists debate whether the experience of survival in quantum suicide truly reflects a continuity of consciousness or merely the illusion of it. It's like pondering whether a river is continuous or just a series of disconnected water droplets that give the impression of flow. While the quantum suicide paradox remains a theoretical thought experiment, advancements in quantum technologies may someday allow us to probe the limits of consciousness in relation to quantum events. However, any practical experiment faces immense ethical and technical hurdles, not least the inability to objectively verify subjective experiences. Current experimental setups can simulate aspects of the paradox, but they fall short of providing definitive evidence for or against the possibility of subjective survival. This limitation leaves the paradox as an intriguing yet unresolved puzzle at the intersection of physics, philosophy, and neuroscience. Experiments with quantum systems that test related phenomena, like the delayed choice quantum eraser, offer partial insights, but do not directly address the survival aspect of quantum suicide. It's like trying to measure the warmth of a fire using a thermometer that can only capture temperature changes in the surrounding air, rather than the subjective heat felt by an individual. Future research may further clarify the relationship between quantum mechanics and consciousness, potentially shedding light on whether subjective survival is a meaningful concept or simply a philosophical curiosity. Advances in quantum computing, neuroimaging, and cognitive science might one day enable experiments that probe the interface between mind and quantum phenomena more directly. Even if the paradox remains unresolved, its exploration encourages deeper inquiry into the nature of reality, the limits of human understanding, and the interplay between physics and philosophy. Ongoing interdisciplinary collaborations aim to develop theoretical models and experimental setups that might indirectly test the predictions of the quantum suicide paradox by linking neural activity with quantum measurements. It's like embarking on an expedition into uncharted territory where each new discovery not only maps the landscape, but also challenges our fundamental assumptions about the world.